you guys. How's everybody on this snowy, wet, yucky day? It's nice and warm in my office, and I went and got adjusted yesterday. So my hip has been bugging me. I kind of fell, I like slid to the ground. So it's not a total fall, but I've been getting massages and that's helping, but it wasn't getting better. So I went in and got adjusted. So now I am doing heat ice. And so I have a nice heating pad on my back and my hip more than my back. So it's feeling much better, and I got the heater on me. It's nice in here, but it's wet and gross out there. I'm over this snow and this winter stuff. So I've had so many, hi Lori. I've had so many questions about the scale. It's not moving. It's not, this isn't working, and people give up so quick. So I did a live almost a year ago on the scale, and I thought, you know what, it's time for me to do it again. So I took a few notes, and I posted a post about it and showed a picture of myself, which is, I'll get it real quick, I have it right here. This picture, which is only 2 pounds difference. So it kind of shows you the difference in trusting the process and not trusting the process. The one picture, I was thrilled with my outcome there. I had lost 27 pounds and was happy. And I had done HCG, where I got a shot in the butt every day. I only ate 500 calories. It was intense, but worked. And I was happy with my results. And then, of course, I gained all the weight back as soon as I started eating. And then I found keto, and my life has changed because of that. And so I thought, you know what, I should take a picture. I found that shirt. I was like, I should take a picture. I have another picture from HCG, and I did it, and that's only 2 pounds difference. So one's 27, one's 25. And it's amazing. It's on my page. You can see it a little bit better. All the inflammation is the biggest thing, in the collarbone, and yeah. That is trusting the process right there and getting off the scale. So when you do HCG, you lose like a pound a day. So, and you take the shots for like 30 days. So I would get on the scale twice a day, first in the morning, and then twice second right before bed. And I was like obsessed with it, and it was so bad for my mental state. Because when I got off the shots and the 500 calories and I went back to weighing twice a day, it was not good. So now that scale is no longer, and I am trusting the process, and I don't get too wrapped up in that. So measurements and pictures, and I know a lot of people are weird about pictures because they get a little bit overwhelmed with what they look like. So it's like, I understand that 100%, but you're only doing it to trust the process that in 7 days, in 10 days, ultimately, in 30 days, 20 days, whatever the number, when you take your next picture, it's going to be different. And so just trust it. Take the picture. You don't have to smile. You don't have to do nothing. It's just for your personal use. Hide it in your phone. I have pictures in my phone that I have hidden that are all my old pictures and bathing suits, whatever it is. And you can just hide them, and you don't ever have to see them. Or when you're showing people your pictures, it doesn't pop up and you're like, oh yeah. So just hide them. So anyway, let me go over a little bit of facts about the scale and why it is a big fat liar. The first thing that I don't think people actually realize is what happens in our body when we deprive it of carbs, sugar, changing our lifestyle. Let's say we're going from eating and supplying our body with nutrients like carbs or glucose, let's say, and then we're taking that away. And so we're going to make it rely on its own self and eat its own fat for fuel, right? But what happens is the body is like, hey, wait, she'll go back to giving us glucose. So let's fill these cells up with water and become resistant to the fact that she's changing. Because, well, first, the body's smart, and they know that we give up quickly, and we all have done it, myself included. And I have moments of, oh, I don't want to do this. I want to have a pizza. I want a whatever, a bag of chips, or whatever the weakness is at the moment. So I get that. And our body gets it too. So they fill it up with water. So it's saving that space, because then eventually they're hoping that you're going to give it more glucose, and then it can release the water and fill it up with glucose and then store that, right? I got to move this heater. I get kind of fired up when I talk, and so then I'm like, whew, it's hot in here. So anyway, so I'm going to refer to these notes, so if I'm looking down, that's fine. So there's this system called the whoosh. All of a sudden, your cells decide, you know what, she's committed. She's not going to give me glucose, so I'm going to release this water, and I'm going to shrink. So, and I have experienced this in the fact that I've had little dents, like in areas like where you carry a lot of fat. So like in my hips or my butt, I'll have little spots that are kind of like indents, especially when I first started. And that's where your cells released the water. So, so they fill up with water. They decide that you're not going to give it glucose, and so they release, and it's called whoosh. And all of a sudden, that's when you start noticing difference on the scale. Now, I'm not saying I want you ever to get on the scale. I want you to get on the scale when you start this journey, and then if you ever get on it again, great. But if you don't, great too. So give it time, not the next day, not maybe in 10 days, maybe in 20 days, maybe in 30 days, but trusting the process and kind of embracing that. The biggest thing that you will notice is measurements. So taking a measurement, and it can be as easy as a piece of string, wrapping it around your waist or around your leg, wherever. Most people like the waist area. And then in a week, 10 days, wrap that same string around there and see what's happened. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. And pictures, of course. I don't think that people understand that it can take weeks. It can take months before the scale will go down. First of all, your body's going to kind of reject this, and it's going to, like I said, fill the cells up with water. But it also takes time to process. It takes time to change. You're changing the whole fuel source, especially if you're going keto. You're changing it from fat to eating its own fat from eating glucose. Low carb is a little bit faster because of the fact that it's not such a change. You don't have to be as with keto, you have to be so strict. You have to follow the macros exactly for it to work. If it's off, it's not going to work great. So you really have to be strict with that. And so when you are changing that fuel source and you're changing your lifestyle, give it time. Give it weeks. Give it months, and then start the scale, and then start the measurements and the pictures and all of that. And you'll notice it. And it can be as simple, let's say no way I'm taking a picture of my body. And I get those messages, trust me. So take a picture of your face, and you're going to see that, this right here is going to go away. And you're going to start seeing your cheekbones again and your collarbones, and all of that's going to start popping out. And it's like, whoa, I have collarbones. That was a wonderful moment for me when I found out I had collarbones again. All right, trust the process. Don't quit. The biggest thing that I see is people, at the month, 10 days, it's not working. I'm so disappointed. I only lost 2 pounds. Are you kidding me? First of all, you shouldn't be on the scale. And second of all, 2 pounds? Okay, so 2 pounds in 10 days is great. But like I said, I don't want you on the scale, so let's not talk about that. Just don't quit. Trust the process, okay? It's not going to be quick. It's going to take time changing that. Start paying more attention to how you feel. Non-scale victories are the place to be. Okay, how do you feel? How does your brain feel? Are you feeling that euphoria in your brain? Is your brain kind of tingling? Are you more alert? Do you sleep better? Do you have focus? My asthma got way better. My plantar fasciitis went away. My hot flushes went away. My non-scale victories were so much better than my scale on the scale. and in the pictures. Yes, those are wonderful, and I'm so happy. But what really changed it for me is I got up out of bed and I walked to the bathroom and I was like, my feet didn't hurt. And I actually didn't have to touch the walls to get there. Didn't have to stop and go like, ooh. So what are your, Lori's has better energy. So what are your non-scale victories? You know, don't, so much. I mean, I know we all want to lose weight and we all want to look better, but what is all the other stuff that's happening? Are you sleeping better? Are you focused? See, that's one of the other things is like, as you get older, mental clarity is a hard thing to come by. Your brain started getting tired. And so when I've incorporated more fats in my diet, I've incorporated MCT oil, I can focus much better. And I don't walk into a room and think, what am I in here for? I kind of remember now. So it's been a wonderful thing. Pictures, measurements. Okay, and then one of the things when I took my pictures is I used clothing that, one, didn't fit me anymore, or two, that I wanted to fit. So maybe I've had, and I know we all have this, something in our closet that, one, you probably bought it, it didn't fit, and you've always wanted to wear it. I have a red sleeveless shirt, and it still doesn't fit. That's how small it was when I bought it, but it was a great deal, and I loved it, and I was going to wear it, and I will wear it someday. But that's something to take a picture in, right? Like, I can get it on. It's just not something I would wear out in public, okay? So it's tight, and there's a little button on the back that doesn't button. So that's something I've taken a picture in, because when that day comes and it fits, it's going to make me so happy, right? It's going to prove to me that I'm on the right track and I'm doing the right thing. So, and it keeps you strong, you know, those victories, those, sleeping through the night, no hot flashes, getting up and walking to the bathroom, all of my non-scale victories is what keeps me strong. So I want you guys to focus on that so that you don't give up, so that you don't get to a place, well, forget it. This isn't working. I'm just going to go back to the way it was. Because that's not going to make you happy either. You know, those... The benefits way outweigh the non-benefits of going back to that old lifestyle, because there's a reason you're trying to change it, right? All right, I think that's it. I was just kind of wanted to just hit on some things that I've noticed, and I've been saying this same little story to so many people, either in Messenger or on the phone, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go live, and then I can share it with all of you. So if you're hopping on here and you know some people that need to hear this, share this out. Or if you're in a keto group or a low-carb group and some people are struggling, so many people this time of year change their lifestyle. I'm changing it. That's it. I'm going to be healthy. So they need to hear about this, about the fact that you have to just trust that process, about the fact that you need to make sure that you are celebrating all of the victories, not just what the number is, okay? So, hi, Australia. How are ya? I love and appreciate you guys, and I'm going to come live again later tonight. I got some other stuff planned, but this was just kind of a whim, and I thought I would talk to you a little bit about the scale, but I have something else planned for later, and that's it. So I will see you guys later. Have a good night, or good day, right? What time is it? Oh, it's only almost 2 o'clock here, so I will see you guys later. Bye.